What's up, guys? We're back for another beautiful interview, and dude, I can't express the support, the gratitude I've always been given since I started doing the podcast. Cause this at one point this just didn't feel like this was what I was going to do. I was working at Target. I know some of you guys may know me for a while, but 3-4 years ago, I was working at Target, pushing the cart, doing online orders during COVID, and I just never thought I would be doing this. And so it's just crazy to be here, and I just have to thank you guys because I know y'all watched the previous interviews, and we're moving fast, But dude, listen, for interview 111, you got my boy Beshezy. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm
vibing?
Yeah, I'm vibing.
And I do want to bring up, this before we had the interview, he kind of had the back end of me being all over the place. Like my brain is scattered. We just came back from Tampa Bay, and my cat's getting spaded and all this stuff. So it's like I just want to thank this man for being as open-minded as he is, and you know what I mean? Because it could have took a turn. I'm not afraid to talk about this stuff because this is what brings life to real. You know what I mean? Yeah, and people want to see real life stuff. So how you been, bro? You been good?
Yeah, I've been good, man.
Vibing?
Working.
As in working, what do you mean? As in your music or?
Working. Music, of course, music. I'm doing that too. Of course, I work too. I work in this shit. So
okay.
Gotta keep that money coming in all types of ways.
So you're a money guy?
Yeah, I'm a money guy, man, but I also like doing music, so that's really what I'm into. That's my passion. That's why I keep going, so.
And I was asking him, has he ever done a podcast? Because before we kind of talked, bro, and I met him, this is our first time meeting in person. His energy is funny, bro. Yeah, you give me good vibes since we first met. And I like that. I like people who are open, you know what I mean, who adjust to the crowd, because you didn't know,
Definitely.
Because that's what I've learned doing these interviews is I'm meeting so many intelligent, great-minded people like him. So let's start off with the gist, bro. Where were you born?
Oh, man.
Were you born in Charleston?
Yes, I was born here. Yes, I was born here.
Is that a sad thing, or?
No. I was born here in Charleston, man.
Yeah.
So I was raised up here in Charleston, man. So
what part? Some people would want to know. You'd be surprised.
All over the north side, man. All over the north side. I was here right here in Charleston, man. But I got some good experiences here, man. I love it, man. I don't take nothing from it, So
what's something
all
you've
I
learned?
That's all I know.
Like the biggest thing you've learned living in Charleston so far, or even being born from Charleston?
Woo!
It could be something personal. It could be something that money, I guess, because you're a money guy. So what's something that you've learned living in Charleston?
Man, it's very diverse. It's like its own place here, secluded from everywhere else you done been. You come here, it's just like someplace you're not even in the United States. You come here.
Yeah.
It's different. Give you a different vibe, man. Different places. And I've been a couple of different places. And home here, Charleston, just feels so different.
Yeah.
So different.
No, I mean, especially whenever you go deep downtown, or even just Charleston in general and live there for a while, I feel like you kind of just adapt to something that's dang, this is different. I've been traveling a lot, and just even Tampa kind of gave me the vibe. You ever been to Tampa?
Yeah, I've been to Tampa.
I felt the Charleston vibe in Tampa, but it's just more richer.
Yeah, it's definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of vibe.
And the air is different.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The environment, the atmosphere, just off alone, just give you that good feeling and make you feel like you could be somewhere. Give you that inspiration, man.
But I still don't take it for granted. I'm from Ohio technically, but I've lived in Charleston or Somerville. Some people have been arguing if you say you're from Somerville, it's not Charleston. Are you on that list or what?
No. I'm not on that list.
No?
People know I'm from Charleston.
Well, no. You've heard about recently on Facebook or anything. People have been saying, "Don't say you're from Charleston if you lived in Somerville.
Say you're from Somerville."
Are you on that list?
No, bro.
I mean, I kind of think it's and I don't mean to talk about it right now, but I think it's something that's I think is real, bro. I think if you're from Somerville, it's basically Charleston. Charleston's only 20 minutes away. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's called. They got two separate names.
Yeah, right.
Though. And it's literally, it's literally a different.
It is a
class,
and that's the only reason why I'm I get it, and I get it. But I'm not afraid to speak my mind. Especially being here. I've lived in Mount Pleasant too. That's like Charleston. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I'm in the middle. But let's dig into. Do you want to talk about where you went to elementary school? Where'd you go to elementary school at?
I went to a few elementary schools. So
which one do you remember the most?
Man, first I remember me going to it was Goodwin Elementary on Dorchester Road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to Goodwin first, and first before all that I was in Head Start first. Mm-hmm. So I went to a place called Mamie's Field in the old projects, which is now Horizon Village off of Rivers Ave. So I used to go to school there. Then I went to 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙚𝙬𝙬. Then I went to Burns Elementary.
Wow, okay.
And then from Burns, I went to North Charleston Elementary. Wow. And that's where I rode out the rest of my years until I went to middle school.
Where'd you go to middle school at, since we were already kind of on the...
I went to Morningside Elementary.
Yeah. So you were moving around a good bit. Like, do you, like, I mean, not say, like, remember it vividly, but do you remember, like, your child, like, years?
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah, man, a lot of good memories. I remember a lot of it. I remember, so... a lot of that stuff.
What's like a bad memory? Since we always talk about positive, let's talk about something bad. What's like one of the worst things you did as a kid?
Ooh.
And we don't have to talk about it that deep. You know what I mean? I'm just asking, like, you know, like for me, like man. I used to throw rocks at cars when I was young. You know, I'm not afraid to talk about it because that was when I was curse.
Like crazy, like a sailor. When I
was young. No!
Yeah, man. I used to watch too much wrestling. Oh. I remember this one time, rest in peace, my auntie Thomasina. Me and her was playing. I was playing with her. She's a grown lady now. I'm rough playing with her at her house. I'm bad as shit. Yeah. Little kid. I had ADHD like a motherfucker. So
on the couches.
Yeah, man, listen. I end up tackling her down on the floor, putting her in the figure 4 lock.
Oh my god!
I watched too much wrestling. I swear, man. I love my auntie. My auntie knows she put up with me for it, like for real. But that was the craziest thing I ever did.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Oh man.
Mine's Rey Mysterio.
Mine was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I like and Jeff Hardy.
I like the aerobatics, man.
Yeah, I love it. I think they ran the whole. I mean, other than like John Cena, Randy Orton.
I like Matt Hardy, the Hardy Boys and stuff like that.
No, definitely. So we're
Dudley Boys too.
Oh yeah,
3D in the heartbeat.
Yeah. Hey, I forgot about that.
3D in the heartbeat.
Hey, wrestling used to be in its prime back then. It's died. I mean, not really, but I just saw they signed that Netflix deal, so that's going to be kind of interesting how that works. But I was going to ask, like, what were you doing in middle school? Were you like doing any sports or like music?
I was doing music in middle school, man. No, I was rapping. I wanted to be a rapper, and that's where it kind of really all started in middle school, like going towards like 8th, 7th grade. But my beginning years in middle school, I was just bad, just hanging out with friends. Just
have you always had your name? Like, how did you get your name?
Oh man, I'm glad you asked me that. Rest in peace, my cousin Stormy. He just passed away like a couple years ago, not a few years ago. So he gave me this name. I went through trial and error with names before this one stuck. So growing up, he was always like. Growing up, I grew up with my grandma, so we used to live in a neighborhood called Trailwood off of Dorchester Road, which was bought by Boeing right there behind Sunoco on West Montague. Okay. So yeah, it was a big trailer park. Then I cleared it out. But we used to stay over there, so my cousins used to come over. My grandma's house was always the house everybody wants to come to. She was the candy lady.
Oh,
so
shoot.
It was the house everybody used to want to come to. We had every game system that came out. Yeah. Everybody wanted to come over. So
just jacked.
Yeah, so my cousin, they used to live in the projects. They used to come over to our house and come kick it and stuff and all that. So he used to always come. He was real funny. I talking about hilarious.
Was he young?
Man, no, he was my older cousin. Be like by like 2, 3
No,
years.
I know, but you know that vibe, like he's unk.
No, it wasn't even the unk, man. He was just, his name was Stormy. He was like, yeah. He's serious, but he was funny as hell. So he came to the house one day. He was like, man, so I was fat and chunky when I was young. He's like, man, yeah, man, and I was smart. So the name he gave me first was Fat Nerd.
What?
Yeah. So you remember the movie? No, it was Fat Bird. You remember the movie D3 the Mighty Ducks? It was Goldberg. The goalie, they call him Goldberg.
I don't think I remember that.
And okay, so in the movie they call him Goldberg. We used to
what movie is it?
It was D3 the Mighty Ducks, this hockey movie. So
I feel like if I've seen it,
yeah, it's a Disney movie. It's a hockey movie. So my cousin they made up a name and they called me Fatberg. So I ended up being Fatberg. So I went from Fatberg to Fat Nerd.
Oh, shoot, bro. Was it something you rocked with though? Like, were you
man, I didn't care because like we young, we all made jokes. Everybody had a nickname. He gave every last one of us a nickname. My big brother, he was Skinto.
Yeah.
I was Fat Nerd. My sister was Beaver.
Oh, yeah, that was messed up.
Yeah,
not the Beaver.
It was Beaver because she's the sucker finger. Well,
yeah,
she's the sucker fingers and the teeth was buck, so we used to call her Beaver.
So how did it transform to what it is now?
Man, it went from after Fat Nerd went to Big Shit. I was like, man, stop calling me that.
Oh my god!
Like, look at Big Shit.
Did you put that on Spotify?
No, so I never was going by that. So then he was like, man, Beshezy.
Yeah.
He started calling me. Wow. He started getting cool and started laying off on me a little bit.
That makes a lot of sense.
So he started calling me like Beshezy. So it went from Big Shit, so we're like, Beshezy. Like, what's up, Beshezy? Like, man, Beshezy. I was like, what? And I was like, and it stuck. So I literally took the name he gave me and ran with it.
Hey, that's crazy. That took a
It's
turn.
stuck.
I didn't expect that to come out.
And
like
I came up after years of him seeing me, we meeting up, I'm always having a new name.
So, like, would you say that your family's played a big role in your life?
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, those were good times, man. You know, a lot of stuff kind of divided now. Like, you know, everybody got their own life, so, but...
I feel like it might have happened because COVID. I think COVID really had everybody in a chokehold.
COVID thing was
You think
crazy.
so?
Yeah, before COVID was crazy. You know,
But,
like when my grandma passed, everything definitely got crazy, so...
but what's one thing you've learned, like, dealing with all this, like, and again, I told you off air, if you don't want to talk about it, just
No,
the
you
next
good,
question.
man. That's why I'm doing all this.
You know?
I'm literally doing everything I'm doing and want to succeed in music to bring everybody closer. You feel me? Like, I feel like everybody need a break. Everybody working hard. Nobody got time for each other.
What's, like, one thing that you've learned from dealing with all the trauma and stuff like this? Like, what's something you could suggest somebody who's going through the same thing you're going through?
Well, man,
Or have gone through.
I'm optimistic, so I always think positive. So, you know, I never try to let myself stay down or stay in the rough too much. So, you just got to keep going, know who you're doing it for, man. Because I already had in mind doing it for my folks, you feel me? So, I'm still doing that for them. It's not stopping. It's ongoing, like, for real.
I'm proud of you, though, man, because it's not easy, bro.
Yeah,
especially when you're losing multiple people.
Man.
It starts really manipulating your head. Like, what am I, you know, like... so, like, have you dealt with, like, and like I said, you want to talk about, but dealt with, like, depression and stuff growing up? Or were you something that kind of, like, you're just now starting to notice? And
I could.
Because you're numb to it at a young age.
Because I could be sad, but, like, the good times outweigh kind of the sad times. Because, like, I know stuff got to keep going no matter how you're feeling. So, there's no need. I can make a turnaround, you feel me? So, you got to know that you can make a difference out here. You know, you don't got to be in that rough. You can be sad. You can be sad all you want, but that's the energy you're gonna keep bringing to yourself. So you don't want to keep that same energy coming in yourself. So there's no need to keep being sad. I'm not saying don't be sad, but don't get stuck in being sad. You know, because
it's easy though. You know, man. But if you have supportive people like family,
yeah, man. I do. Like it's like I count on my hand. Really, it's not really a lot. So I can count on one hand and not all fingers who really look out and be there for me. So
I feel you, man. But let's dig into high school. Where'd you go to high school at?
Oh man, I'm North Charleston kid, but I went to West Ashley High.
So what year did you, or like what age?
Oh yeah, I graduated 2012. I went 2009, my freshman year.
Is that something you were glad? Like,
I wanted to go because once I got out of middle school from Morningside, only reason why I went to West Ashley because it was no uniform.
Wow.
Every list that they have for me to go into school in middle school, high school was North Charleston High and some other schools, and I didn't want to go. North Charleston High at the time was at Brentwood while North Charleston High was getting
so
remodeled.
wasn't even made yet.
No, it was crazy over there. Like they had riots and stuff, and I knew I would have been in mad shit and trouble. So there's a lot of hood beef going on. I knew I would have been involved because nobody liked the hood I was from like that. We always did some shit. Well, I grew up in Liberty Hill, like we always would be in some shit. And I hearing the things that's going on while I'm at West Ashley with my family and shit. I knew I would have been involved because I'm going to ride for my family.
So did you get involved?
I'm at a whole nother school. I'm at a whole nother school. I had nothing to do with none of the fights they got into, none of that, because I'm not there. Yeah. So I don't have.
So you think moving kind of like wouldn't say technically?
It kind of saved me, man. I graduated from West Charleston. I do not think I would have graduated had I gone to Charleston High School.
So what was
my life changed when I went to West Charleston?
What was so different to make your life change?
The environment. I didn't know nobody. I couldn't get in no unnecessary bullshit. Nothing like that. I literally changed my whole environment. A couple of people from who I went to middle school with did the same, and I'm going out there too. Like I couldn't go there. Well, I wasn't even thinking I couldn't go there on the strength of what was going on. I wasn't scared of none of that. It was me not going because I didn't want to wear a uniform. I was wearing a uniform all my life, and I wanted to get fresh.
How did imagine if you would have went to a school with uniform? How do you think it would have affected you?
I'd have been mad. I'd have been put out of school. I wouldn't have been graduate. I'd have been a dropout. I'd have been in jail a lot of times.
Why'd you switch?
I'm dead serious.
I mean, do you like regret anything in your life, which you should never do? I just asked this question because some people do wish they could take some moves back. They learn from it.
Oh yeah, man.
You know, but you know, after going to West Ashley, did you like have any like downfalls still?
No, man.
Because you know you're still young. So you didn't get no type of trouble in.
I did get in trouble at school.
Just not as bad as you think it would have been in.
Nah, because
North Charleston.
Everything was new to me. My face was new to everybody. Nobody can place me in no bucket, no box. You don't know me. I don't know you. Yeah. So I got a clean slate basically. not like my face was dirty or anything.
No, but I know. Yeah,
so
it's just new people. You know, you grew up with some people that from elementary school, or even just growing up in that area.
Yeah, man. I met a lot of new good people, man. Like a lot of inspiration came from.
You still doing music?
Yeah, man. I was definitely was doing music in high school. And you had people there doing music in high school as well, so it was good. The environment for not seeing I was the only one, not trying to be the only one, but. See, other people were involved in.
Who could you relate to, like, at that time?
Oh, man.
There's Mom and Phil from West
Man, listen, I could tell you, Phil, I don't know that
many,
I remember
so.
X. I remember he didn't even want to rap. Actually, X, and a lot of people don't know, X good at basketball. X real good at basketball, bro. Yeah. That was the thing, bro. I was nasty on that court. Probably still is, you know.
But what are some artists? Because, like, I'm not familiar with the artists.
He didn't want to rap. He actually didn't want to rap at first.
Who else was there? Wasn't there like Young Scooter, if I'm wrong? Or I know there's DJ Dollar, or not DJ Dollar, Dirty Dave.
I don't
like stuff like that. Like I'm saying around that, that time.
I know my friends they had Nolly Gang then. That was what the guy who does the clothing line I Stay Fresh. Okay. Yeah, they had their own thing going on.
There was nobody else like big around that time around here that you could kind of look up to making music?
No, we all was young trying to make it with the music, and I like that everybody had the same drive. Man, we was listening to each other music back in high school. Back then we was listening to like local artists, downtown artists. They was out here making music and stuff like that. Of course, we was on the local scene with the music, but we wanted to be in that. So we that's was around the jerk era. Everybody was wearing we were wearing a fitted jeans that was tight as hell, but they got them a little more loose. Yeah, I remember
that. And the Roy, you ever did Crank the Roy?
Yeah, man, I got Crank that Roy video that I'm trying to hide on YouTube. I gotta report it.
I gotta go find that.
That video was like 2013. Don't know.
Yeah, it's great. That era was wild, man. Like the phones weren't really in school when you were in school, were they?
No. I definitely had a phone. I had a sidekick. I had a sidekick allowing.
But do you think they kind of like make it? And if I'm asking too many questions so fast, I'm just putting it in. But like, do you think that like you were like using cell phones as much as you were now? Obviously you weren't. But
yeah, I was on MySpace. Like we were on MySpace.
Do you think it's affected like the whole world?
But like being in on my mobile, it wasn't like that. Yeah, I did used to be on my mobile phone. Shit, I used to be on a small Nokia flip phone on Facebook.
I was scrolling through the tapping on the thing.
Yeah. And I was accidentally making comments and statuses.
Oh. What was your theme song for your page?
Oh man,
do you remember it? I know mine was Drake Successful. I had a lot though. You know,
I recently heard it. I was on my page recently and I seen the song.
I feel like everybody like.
Oh, it was "Do or Die" by Twister and
Okay, I see my dog had the classic.
Yeah, Do or Die. It was "Do You."
Let's pivot to your music though, because we talked about high school and you graduated. Obviously, congratulations on that. Proud of you. I know how hard it is, especially in like around Charleston growing up. Man, it's different around here. As much as people say like Chicago is rated the worst and all that, like I think we were growing up like it was a crazy era.
Yeah, it was definitely.
So for real, but let's talk about your music. Like, were you after high school? Did you just start full on with your music? You know?
Yeah, man, I was out here like.
What was your first song?
My first song was back in middle school. My freshman year of high school was with my friend Andres. We used to rap, and we had a song. No, my first song was "Hustling" with Kilo the Beast. I ended up recording with Kilo. I don't know if y'all know Kilo, but he was the first person that ever got me behind the mic. He had a studio in his house, in his living room at his mom's house, right there in the neighborhood. So my first time going to the studio, and I did 2 songs. Mm-hmm. I know I did a song called "Every Day Hustling" and another song I can't really remember. And my first time using auto-tune, so that's when I first got introduced to auto-tune. That was like in 2009, 2008. Way back then, 2009. So I already was trying to get on it. So that was my first song with him that I actually wanted to start rapping. My cousin Slim, he actually was used to get beats and stuff. We used to just freestyle in the house. I used to see them freestyle, everybody just rapping. I used to do it, but I actually used to be good and making sense. And they used to be like, man, you are like, and I was like 10, 12, 13, 14 rapping.
So when was like the next song you kind of made that was like,
okay, I got more serious and I got with my homeboys, Andres and my homeboy Jigga. So we all came together and
a studio.
Yeah, we ended up getting. It was a guy named Debo in the neighborhood. They ended up having a microphone, and he was an older guy, older than us. He's like about 8 years older than us. So we you probably think like he shouldn't be hanging with them. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah, he was like the older guy, but he was cool.
OG.
He was cool. You feel me? So like.
Did he rap too? Like,
yeah, he rapped too.
So he was trying to just.
So he used to come to my house with his microphone. He had the microphone. I had a computer, a desktop at my house. So he used to come. I had Mixcraft. Right. So I used to record everybody on Mixcraft. We used to come over and rap at my house. Right. That's when we really got serious. When I started recording myself and rapping and stuff like that, like that's when we really got serious. So he was like, man, you know how to mix, you know how to do the sound and stuff. So that's why they used to all come to my house. So then we started rapping over there, and I made a song called All a Nigga Know. And the neighborhood people loved it. Everybody was going crazy. Like, man, that song.
Was that like the first like experience to like I need to keep going?
Yeah, because he was older, so he was putting it in all the older people that was cool and older than us listening to the music.
Wow.
He was like, man, it was like, man, this sound.
How old were you?
Good. I was like 13, 14.
Wow, so that just kind of like
15.
changed your mindset on music.
Yeah, man, that's when I always been a music head when I was coming up, because my cousin Shaniqua, she used to always play new music in her car. She used to always come kidnap me, take me out on a date.
Just
baby day out all the time. And
but listening
to new music all the time. So I was hip to all the music.
That was probably when LimeWire was in full effect.
Man,
or FrostWire.
Way before then. That's when people were still using CDs. I was a kid. That's way before the rap.
Oh, okay.
I always been in the music. Way before rap, I was in the music.
Okay. So, well, what about like, you know, I know that you were talking about the first serious note, but at like this age that you're at now, what have you been making now? Like,
I'm more polished than I was before, so you know, and I learned a lot of stuff, so promo was definitely big, so that's what I'm working on right now, because the music is good and the content can be good, but I gotta get, it's not gonna do nothing nobody's hearing it, nobody's seeing it, so I know I got the good part now.
I think people are hearing it though.
Yeah, man, people are definitely hearing it, but I'm talking about like to a certain altitude, you know, like it definitely can be bigger, of course, and when it get bigger, it can be bigger than that, you know, so I'm just working on just topping my last time and just. And
it takes experience too, like you going through certain things
man.
to just try it. You know, you gotta put yourself in a comfortable.
Do's and not shit that's going just as waste of time. You feel me? Like some, don't believe it or not, some things can just be a waste.
Do you
of
feel
time.
like you have, and we don't talk about it, but do you feel like you have had any things that have kind of held you back? Like, what do you feel like has been holding you back?
Man,
not
like,
presently, but just throughout your whole entire career. Like, do you feel like you've ever had anything holding you back?
Me, my own self. Sometimes you get stuck in procrastinating and stuff. Like, oh, I can do that. All I gotta do is I can wait to do this. No, just go ahead and do the shit. Just do it. The results gonna come. Just do it if I get it. Because if I keep putting it off, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, if I put it off, then I'm inconsistent. I don't need to be inconsistent. They're trying to stay. That's my biggest thing, is being consistent now.
Bro, consistency is key. What's some suggestions you could give to any other artists out there that's like trying to like get the consistency?
Man, just do it. Nike made that for a reason. Literally. It's literally that simple. Just do it. Like, you're stopping yourself by making excuses and saying why you can't do it. Just do it. Just think about that excuse and why you can't do it. And think about it. Just think about it real hard. And think about how you can do it and what's going to happen if you do it.
Right.
Man, come on, just do it.
No, I agree, bro. So what song that you would suggest to anybody so that they can listen to your music?
Oh, man, everybody fucking with that Old Bay. That Old Bay was my hit song.
Old Bay?
Yeah, everybody loved the Old Bay song, man. Like, but, like, it's so much other music I got that people... I got fans that are on it and tell me stuff like... I got a song called More Problems with my homeboy Polo Slim. Like, people loving that song. Like, I've been released it, but people are catching on to it now. Yeah. So I still kind of promoting my older music because it didn't reach people.
That's what you should do.
It didn't reach people, you know, so... As well as I got new music coming out as well that's going to be fire. So.
I feel like it reached people. It's just some people have to be reminded.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes when we're going through life, you know, like, you know, we're losing people and stuff, like, you kind of forget things, man. Especially when you're trying to block out a moment in your life, you know. So, like, what have you been working on presently? Like, do you have anything new coming up? Or, like, what's something that you can...
Yeah, man, I'm currently working on... my last project was actually with my homeboy 𝙄𝙣𝙬𝙚𝙬𝙬. We got a last project we got called 𝙄𝙣𝙬𝙬𝙬. Yo, that's hard. Like that's bro. We collabed on that and came up and made that, so it's real hard. Yeah. And I got some music out now with Zion, a guy named 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙬𝙬𝙬. I got some features and some videos coming out with him. Steady Wonder video already out. We shot that at the fair.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good video shoot.
Where can we find all your music on, or just in general, social media?
Man, you can find me at Beshezy, Beshezy on all platforms. You search it up, you can find me. Or I got keywords. You can find me under Forever 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬𝙬. You can find me like that as well. You can Google me. I'll pull right up.
Google my dog, man. Tap in with him, bro. I was just listening to his music, and I told him, bro, in Charleston, bro, you're definitely like top 5 for me. And that's kind of rare because like I don't really listen to rap as much as normal people would in Charleston, you know.
It's the versatility.
But like I just like people who are different. I like people who are like doesn't sound like somebody else. And when I heard your music, like, of course you kind of, there's going to be somebody in the world that you may sound like, but it's like you spit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can hear what you're saying.
They kills me. They always telling me, oh, you sound like Lil Uzi, or you sound like such and such. But literally, if you actually listen to my older music, you'll see that I've been sounding like this.
And no, but even someone who hasn't listened to a lot of yours, I can be like, I can
and
speak
people
for
be like, oh, he don't. That's why a lot of people be getting on people like, he don't rap like he from Charleston. He don't sound like he from Charleston. So what?
Yeah, no, that's a
like
good
the fact that people are from here and having their own sound that y'all saying they're not sounding like, that you can't pinpoint, is a good thing.
So do you think like being in Charleston kind of, and we don't have to talk about it, I know I keep saying that.
No, my lingo definitely up to par from me.
You think like Charleston's kind of holding you back in a way?
No, man, like I fuck with people who fuck with me, I fuck with hard, you feel me? So like of course I get like new people who fuck with me on the way, but I'm not temporarily, or like, not temporarily, but I'm not directly directing myself strictly just to Charleston, like, I'm trying to put myself other places too. Like I do promo, I'm trying to do promo other places.
There's billions of people out there.
Yeah, man, like I fuck with y'all, got no problem with y'all, but y'all know it. You know I'm doing music. Right. Y'all know I'm doing music, so I don't gotta keep telling y'all, putting it in y'all face. I can go other people who don't know I'm doing music. That's gonna,
So what about like performing wise? What have you been doing like performing? Have you been performing anywhere?
Man, last year was my year when I really didn't do much of nothing last year. I had to get up out of that jam of me not doing nothing. So I dropped my first song last year. 2 songs I dropped, No Ming, and I dropped Voodoo for Halloween last year. So that was me really kind of getting back out there really like that. And then I came up with the FW 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙬𝙬.
Yep.
So I came up with that. And we did that. Shot that video with Raj around Christmas time at Park Circle by the Big Tree. Yeah. So that's
on YouTube. Dope. I like the outfit too.
Yeah, man. So y'all can check that out as well, man. And I got some new music on the way with David Skywalker, aka BB Stone, man. He producing a lot of beats for me. So, and the new music that I got coming out now, man, like, I feel real good about it. Like I'm back on that. Like
very good.
I'm back on it.
Promoting, and promoting.
Definitely.
That's it. Travel too.
Yeah, and traveling, man. That's on my agenda. That's all on my agenda. Getting me to get me some content going and get me do me a little promo run, get stuff to take on the road so I can give out to people and stuff like that,
Where do you like desire the most to perform and stuff like that? Like Rolling Loud or what's your biggest like?
I want to do. I want to perform at Rolling Loud. Definitely. I feel like I belong out there. I feel like I belong on any stages that requires a good artist. For real. Like, I got energy, I got good music, all it takes is you just to listen. Listen. You're going to like something.
And reminder, bro, where can we find you on social media?
Man, you can find me at BESHEZY.
Y'all better tap in,
all
bro.
Platforms. Y'all gotta tap in with me, man. For real, like, I want people to like the music, because I know y'all going to like it. I gotta do my job to get it to y'all, and that's what I'm going to do.
That's all it takes, bro, and just pushing it in their face. I feel like, especially now, like we were talking about it off this, like sponsored videos are popping up on Instagram more than ever.
I'm killing it. I Google ads.
Yeah, I mean, no, just saying, like I could never see anybody's content because everything is sponsored.
I'm seeing a lot of sponsored stuff now. Like I'm seeing people hip now because a lot of people not hip to promoting this.
Yeah, exactly. That's
a lot of people not know. A lot of people catching on that the internet is the way now.
It is.
They gotta see you.
You gotta push yourself. So like, how do you always be yourself when you wake up?
Man, I gotta smoke.
Yeah,
I gotta smoke.
You gotta
smoke before I brush my teeth because I don't want. Who want to brush their teeth and smoke?
Yeah,
that's nasty.
That's the nastiest thing ever. I used to do it, but
it's backwards.
Especially backwards.
That's not making sense if you think about it. It defeats the whole purpose of you brushing your teeth.
Especially if you're in like a rush, bro. Don't ever.
Yeah, a rush.
It'd be like
let the toothpaste.
But I brush my teeth like twice a day.
Yeah, man, you got to.
I've been going hard on it, and I've learned even like doing little studies and stuff. Like it's natural for our teeth to go yellow. It's just up to you to like really maintain.
That's why people will get teeth whitening just to get the whitening back.
Right. Yeah, man. So is there anything else you kind of want to talk about? I feel like we touched on a good bit of everything, and then the next time you kind of come on, we're like, bam, man, what you got going on, bro?
Y'all just stay tuned, man. I got a lot coming, man. I got a video shoot Sunday, actually, for one of the songs that are coming out. called Thug and Lonely. Thug and Lonely. Yeah, a song called Thug and Lonely coming.
Better drop, bro. I tell every artist, man, you better drop every Friday this year. If you drop
I'm on
Friday every year for 1 year, they're gonna know who you are.
He's right, man. So I'm about to put it in
your
y'all face, man. I'm
have to,
in y'all face.
Hey, but interview 111. My boy Beshezy. It's been wonderful, bro. I hope we lived up to the hype, man.
No, man,
I'm
I
excited for the
appreciate you,
future.
man.
I'm ready to see how he goes from today, like not just when the interview drops, but this day to day and forward. Because like I like meeting new people, bro. Especially when people are open minded. Like we gotta learn to come together and work together. We may not be the same type of people, have the same type of desires or anything, but we have to still come together and work together as a team. I mean, that's really it. The only way to achieve your dreams is through you. No one else is going to do it. You got to get up every single day and you got to grind harder than you did yesterday. And my boy Beshezy right here, man. Peace.
Peace out.